Hope you're doing really well. Is this one of the most prettiest churches you can find in Norfolk? Discuss amongst yourselves. I am in St Andrew's Church ruin. It's one of the ruined churches of Norfolk, one of the many ones that, as of this channel recording, we are slowly getting through. This has to be one of the prettiest ones though. It's in a beautiful area, far from anything really. The only noise you can hear actually, incidentally, is just the sort of like noise of the farm, which is an active farm still in use. But enjoy your history lesson and let's explore the history of this wonderful church, and I'll of course see you on the other side. Come on. Situated in the rural countryside of South Norfolk lies a truly beautiful ruin, that of St Andrew's Church. Labelled as a 14th century church, it's a safe bet to say that this church had Saxon origins, due to a later find in the church when in 1993 workmen doing repairs on the church found a Saxon gravestone. The church itself was made of flint and ashlar dressings, which was a type of freestone, and with that also the church tower being placed in a slightly unusual position makes this church really stand out, and truly would have been a focal point for the medieval village in which it sat. As was common, the church would see many changes in its life, but it was a fire in 1736 that would see the beginning of the end, when workmen repairing the tower accidentally set fire to the thatch roof, completely gutting the church. So, sadly at the time, the Church of England decided that due to low funds they couldn't repair the church, so over time it became abandoned. What we do know is that during the 19th century the ruins were used as a paddock for sheep to graze, and that the bell was taken to the nearby Bridgham Church, and that the local family used the church as a mausoleum, even now with some very modern gravestones placed in the church. Either way, now given Grade 2 listed status, there is no doubt that in my opinion St Andrew's Church is a stunning ruin and is well worth a visit should you be in the area. Hi and welcome back. Hopefully you enjoyed that history lesson, as short as it was, but what a beautiful place. I'm going to keep saying it. Is this the prettiest ruined church in Norfolk? Discuss amongst yourselves. I'm being slightly sort of like, I don't know, I just feel this really is. Let's just say this, in Norfolk. We're in the tower, believe it or not, which actually for most churches is either sealed off or it's not really accessible. But the fact that I can take you, look, right above me. Look at that. Huh. There you go. And I can also bring you back down and show you. Ta-da! Look at that. The magic of cameras. But yeah, just, wow. If you know me in my channel, if I say the words "wow" quite a lot, it's I'd like to think it's a good indicator. Oh, there's a robin there. Hello. Robin's obviously quite a spiritual sign. So, look at this. It's interesting, isn't it, with ruins, as how we always sort of seem to see the sort of same type of things that have been left ruinous. You know. Oh, wow. It's quite overgrown. So these, you can see, now I'm not going to be able to read these. October something. It really almost, you can't read that at all. Beautiful little sort of tomb, really, in effect. But look at this. Believe it or not, it's actually a really lovely day today, everybody. Look at that view. Got the horses over there. They're doing. Look at that. Picture postcard that, isn't it? Every angle. And it's so quiet round here. Wish I could live somewhere here, a little bit quieter. Oh wow, very cool. See how far we can get. It's quite overgrown, there's lots of nature, so let's try and be respectful as possible. But let's see where we can go. Do you know what? I'm going to say something I didn't think I'd ever sort of say. I think this will go down as one of the most spiritually peaceful churches I have ever visited. I really mean that. There is a tranquility about this church that is simply remarkable. There's like nothing else. It's just really peaceful. If you know as well, the tower is on the left side rather than facing at an equidistant angle. It's rather large actually when you're in here as well. It's kind of hard to tell when you're in here, but it is, believe me when I say it is actually quite a large church for the sake of it. And obviously if you saw the graves, it's remarkable. I'm going to try and get round. Like I said, just trying to be as respectful as possible. I'm looking all the time on the ground so I don't tread on anything I don't need to. But look at this. There's the light coming through on that. It is without question one of the prettiest churches, ruins. That is stunning. And then when you look back, look at that. On a day like today, it just doesn't get any better than this. I really mean that. What a stunning ruin. St Andrews, you've excelled yourself. But easily the prettiest one in Norfolk, easily. And the tranquility, like I said, there's a real strange peacefulness within this church, this ruin. Really lovely. Like you do feel a little bit healed in a strange way, believe it or not. Don't think I'm weird for saying that, but you do feel quite, lovely. Yeah, remarkable. Let's keep going. So you can see it's still sort of semi-active at the back. We'll take a look at that. And there's some beautiful Edward William. There you go. Edward William, beloved and affectionate son of James Hovell and Anne Limmer. Interesting name. Who died 10th of November 1860, age 17. Really does bring it back, doesn't it? And then Charles T. I don't know what that says. It says TAT there, I think. Hard to tell. 1928, age 70. Wow, how impressive. Also, Emma, his wife, passed away February 1st, 1931, age 75. Wow, reunited. Hard to tell that. So pretty down there. Reunited. I'm not going to cover every single grave, but it's just to basically show the recognition of what this is like. Look at this. Just every angle. Stunning. It's going to take you down to the far end. So there was rumours of this place actually being sort of spiritually haunted. Again, I don't claim to having any sense stuff like that really, but my feelings are that it's probably the most peaceful church ever. So if it is haunted, it's actually with good intention if it is the case. But wow, so sadly, just seen this. Michael Stephen slim. 13th of September 1945 to 3rd of November 2021. Literally, as we're recording this is 2024, so 3 years ago. Some pheasants. Look at that, 2017. Nancy Fairchild. Seems to be a row of really modern ones here, and then you've got some older ones that are there. And they've all got a similar sort of tombstone on them. But wow. You'd expect actually when you look at it to actually not be hollow, but as we've seen it is. Strange. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this. Let's have a look. So what this does is it gives us some information, which obviously you would have seen in your history anyway. But yeah, it says, why is St Andrew's Church a ruin? And then it gives you some beautiful illustrations before the disastrous fire, which obviously you knew about in 1736. There you go. And by the 20th century, it was overgrown with ivy. And then taken from a postcard. There you go. And then you've got it in its phases. 1100s, and its Norman phase, and then moving right up to the 1400s. So you can see really the shape of how much it had changed. Really, I mean, when it says from the 1300s, most of the church was built in 1100s, demolished around 1300s when the nave was enlarged with a rectangular chancel and tower added, and then the use of the tower as a entrance porch, which you spoke about, is unusual, you know, as you saw us walk through it. And then the chancel in the 1400s was altered again, so the nave and chancel were the same width, and the church assumed the shape that we see today. There you go. And then, like I said, the disastrous fire of 1736. I love that. It just encourages. Can you imagine? Like I said, if you're a walker and you come and have a look at this place, wonderful little bits of added history. And then look, this is really cool. This is a fragment of the late Saxon grave slab, which is spoke about, and it said this is built by the Roundham Millennium Committee in the year 2000 AD. Look at that, wonderful. The land was kindly made available by the Jolly family. And then live your best and act your best. That's beautiful, that. To commemorate our community's resilience in the year of the pandemic, 2020. Wow, isn't that weird to think that? I think your best today. Commemorations already for the pandemic that happened. That's going to be sort of written about in history books, isn't it? So there we are. The railway's so quiet here. Shrunken medieval village. So really, essentially, that's where the farm is. That's pretty much where the main part of it was, where the moated manor was. And then we look here, the origins, the railway in the background. So pretty. Like I said, it's really weird even to see how unusual that tower looks, even on a little drawing. Remarkable. I love this. It's a cool little sort of like board of knowledge. That's what it talks about with that Saxon grave slab there. So that's what that section was that you'd seen around there. Saxon evidence of Saxon origins was followed by discovery of a finely carved grave slab. There we go. Being built into the shelter. And then we look here. Look at that. That is stunning. Right. Everybody, think it's nice to end it there, really, isn't it? We've had a lovely, jolly, good look around, haven't we? Any more words of Phoenix history? Thank you so much for coming along with me. I really hopefully you enjoyed that video. Stay safe. Much love to all of you out there. Feel free to spread the word of the channel. It really goes a long way, and we can safely say this is easily the prettiest church out there. Take care. You ready? See you all very soon, by the way. Trying to think of anything else. You know the drill. Kapow.